Boys, we had an opportunity during the week. Mick Malthouse has been doing a bit of mentoring with a lot of different players and coaches. One of them is his former assistant coach at Collingwood, Scott Watters. Now, they caught up in a cafe during the week. We were lucky enough to go along. Mick wasn't happy about us being there, but we snuck along and we got a bit of this. And Mick started asking Scotty Watters about his family and how they were going.
And the boys are going to the game, so they got rid of the Collingwood tops.
It did take. I had to prize the Collingwood Guernseys off them. In fact, the funniest story I think initially was when I got the job. Nick Rewalt, Michael Netterfold, so CEO, captain, and sort of brought the kids in. And the oldest boy comes straight up to me in front of the CEO, captain, and said, "How dare you leave Collingwood?"
Do you?
He was indignant, and I said, "Mate, this is a pretty good opportunity."
Did you realise this is an assistant job and as a senior job?
I said, "Mate, this is a pretty big opportunity for that."
I know you wouldn't have made any contact this week, but you've in the same office as Nathan. You play him this week. What do you expect?
I'm expecting a text at some point, but mind you, we both haven't texted each other so far this week, so that might mean that there's a bit on it. I think I'm in a fortunate position, and I was talking to particularly some of our forwards today about players they played on and how they played them, and so perhaps I know a little bit more about them than they know about us.
Yeah.
So, you know, we got some things that we'll throw at them that hopefully cause a few surprises.
You clearly enjoy it. What's the best part of
it? The best part, I mean, the wins are obvious, but when you see players, you know, like a David Armitage that starts to realise his potential, and Ahmed Saad plays first game of footy and start to carve out a career. When you see him start to get going, you can't help but just sit back with almost a bit of a fatherly sort of look at him, and you're proud of him.
It's looking good. I love the discipline. I just watched it on the weekend. It looks bloody fantastic. I look at the ball there and I see the four forwards. I see you up. I see you spinning around. So they're all disciplined. They're all whole. And the good thing about that is they're valuing your input, and that's the main thing.
Yeah, mate, I've found them extremely coachable. Really committed as a group. So everything that we've put in front of them, they're not fools. If you don't put something in front of them that's not relevant, they'll see through it and they won't accept it. But when you put decent stuff in front of them, they see the reasons behind it. Yeah. They go at it really hard. Yeah, good. They're a good group.
Who's jumped up and you thought, no, I didn't realise he was that good or that professional or whatever?
Sean Dempster's year, I think, has been unbelievably underrated. He'd be the top 3 for interceptions for the year. I think he's in all-Australian form.
To watch the game, it's very exciting, the way I see it, because I'm seeing an attempted to be the best defence. I know you strike that's a chord with you. It's just seemed to me that your forward line structure now has been accepted by the captain. So he now knows that he can play a lot longer, for a lot longer.
Oh, we're very clear. Our forward structure is about 6 players playing their role and all contributing. We want multiple goal kickers, multiple threats. It's never going to be about one player, and that should support a player at Nick's age to play longer. Yeah.
It's been fantastic, Scotty, I've got to say. And I love seeing you go about your job. What's it going to take to make the 8, and can you make the 8?
We're going to fight like hell. I think we've got crunch games, obviously Collingwood, Geelong and Carlton. And realistically, if it's not just about making the 8, it's being able to compete against the best side. So if we perform well against those sides, we deserve to be there.
Fantastic, mate.
Thanks, Mick.
Scotty Watters there with the former coach of Collingwood, Mick Malthouse.
It's a great insight, isn't it? Mick started the career of so many coaches, but if he starts shouting them all coffees, BT will have no money left.
Don't think Mick would have shouted the coffee there, Richard. I reckon Scotty might have had to put the hand in the pocket for that one, that is for sure. Hey,